Hello guys, Dhananjay here, and in this video I am going to review the OnePlus 2 which I am using for more than a month now, and I used the last generation OnePlus One for more than 6 months and I was very happy with the OnePlus One also. So I had many expectations from the OnePlus 2. So in this video let's find out if those expectations were met or not, or what are my thoughts and how I felt using the device. So yeah, let's get into the video. So let's start with the build quality of the phone, because I can surely say that build quality is one of the department where OnePlus has not at all compromised, and build quality is just top notch. The metal at the sides look very good. The phone looks premium and it is fantastic to hold in hand because of the sandstone back panel that it has. And you guys must be knowing about the sandstone back panel which was present on the OnePlus One also. This sandstone back panel on the OnePlus 2 is more rough than the OnePlus One, and it is a good thing because the phone will not slip out of your hands very easily because of the sandstone back panel. And the buttons are very tactile, and they are just enough outside of the phone, like they are not too much outside or too much inside of the phone. They are just perfectly out of the phone. On the right side we have our volume keys and the power button. On the top we have headphone jack and a noise cancellation mic, and on the left side we have first ever Android's notification slider, which is like OnePlus 2 is the first phone to have a notification slider, and it has 3 options. We'll talk about this later on, just wait for that. And at the bottom we have a USB Type-C connector and 2 speaker grills. Actually only one is speaker grill and another is microphone. And as we come at the back panel of the phone, the camera module is present over here. It's not at the top as it was on the OnePlus One. I won't lie, but initially I was a little disappointed with the design and the placement of the camera, but after using it for a couple of days my opinion changed completely, and the camera looks very good now. I'm talking about the looks, not about the photos. So the camera looks very good over here. So as I mentioned, the OnePlus 2 has USB Type-C port. So let's talk about the USB Type-C port a little bit. The USB Type-C port on the OnePlus 2 is USB 2.0. It's not 3.0. So do not expect very large transfer speeds between your PC and your phone. It's just USB 2.0, but the speeds are not at all bad. It's very good, no issues with that. But the problem with this USB Type-C port is that it will not support fast charging. So because of it, it takes 2 hours or more than 2 hours to get fully charged. Somehow on my device, it never took me 3 hours to charge it completely. It took 2 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. It might be because of the new software updates that I have got, and some of the reviews which mentioned that it takes 3 hours to charge the device. It's not the case. It's 2 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes max to max, and thanks to the software update for fixing the charging time on the OnePlus 2. And as we have USB Type-C port, the USB Type-C port is not compatible with micro USB cable. So we have to use a Type-C to micro USB adapter. Here is the box. So we have to use something like this, and OnePlus sells this for 700 Indian rupees, or it's around $10, which is kind of costly according to me. And I have reviewed the USB Type-C adapter by OnePlus, so I'll give the direct link to that in the description box below. So if you are interested in that, do check that out. So after this, now let's talk about the performance on the phone, because according to me, performance is very strong point on the OnePlus 2. With Snapdragon 810 and 4GB of RAM, I was expecting a very good performance, and OnePlus 2 delivers to it, so I'm happy about it. 4GB of RAM can be a little gimmicky, like it's not completely necessary to have 4GB of RAM, but if there is 4GB of RAM, then I won't mind to use that device. And on light days when I did not use the phone that much, if I open some app in the evening which I had opened in the morning, then it starts from the point where I left. So yeah, thanks to the 4GB of RAM, because of which all the applications are kept running in the background and the applications do not reload again and again. And this is surely a very good point. And if you are a heavy gamer who likes to switch between 4 to 5 games, like 4 to 5 heavy games, then that's completely possible without reloading the game. But not only that, apps also open and close very fast, thanks to the newest software update that I have got just a week or 2 ago. So I'm pretty much sure that OnePlus is working really hard on the software also, as many of the bugs are fixed over the software updates. But I would have loved to see 3GB of RAM, but NFC support, fast charging, and a few other things which are quite missing in the OnePlus 2. But never mind, performance is like really smooth, no issues whatsoever. And as we are talking about the performance, as I said, the performance is good because of the software updates. So from here we get to the software part on the phone, and OnePlus 2 has Oxygen OS, and Oxygen OS is near to stock Android. And as OnePlus has only 2 devices to take care of, like OnePlus One and OnePlus Two as of now. I hope that they will release the software updates faster, like very fast. As Android M is released now, I would love to see OnePlus providing the software update very fast, like in a month or so. I will be very happy with that. And if OnePlus 2 provides Marshmallow update in 1 month, then I'll make a review part 2 of this video. So yeah, let's see if that happens. There are not lot of customization options, but there are enough to keep me satisfied, so I won't complain about that. Some of the software features include system-wide black theme, like complete system will become black, and if you hate the white background like many people do, then you can change it to black with the feature that is provided in the Oxygen OS. Double tap to wake is present for the device, and I request to all the developers that to make double tap to wake feature available for all your phones, because it's like a must have feature now in 2015 at least. And double tap to sleep is also present, but double tap to sleep only works on the lock screen. There is an option to choose between on-screen or physical buttons, but I personally prefer physical buttons just to get that extra display space. And if you are going to use the dual SIM setup on the OnePlus 2, yeah, OnePlus 2 is a dual SIM phone, so if you are going to use that, then you can select your preferred SIM for cellular data, for messages or for calls. So if you want your SIM 1 to be used for cellular data and SIM 2 to be used for calls, then you can choose that accordingly from the settings menu of the phone. You can swipe down from right side of the notification panel to get to the quick settings toggles, and changing position of quick setting toggles is also very easy, and you can do that just with a one tap. All these features are really useful, and thanks to OnePlus for not adding unnecessary features like yeah, I won't mention those because you know those features. And there is one more option of shelf, which is just one swipe away from home screen, and it displays all the most used apps and contacts. It is very nice to use, but I personally did not find myself using the shelf very much. I prefer the Google Now only. So after this, now let's talk about one of the points which I did not like about the OnePlus 2, and that's the heating issue. So OnePlus 2 has Snapdragon 810 as I said, and Snapdragon 810 is known for the heating issue, like HTC One M9 gets really hot, and many other smartphones which had Snapdragon 810 in them, users complained that the device gets really hot. But with the OnePlus 2, that's not the case. The device does not get uncomfortably warm, so do not worry about that. The Snapdragon 810 on the OnePlus 2 is underclocked, so it's not utilizing the 2 GHz or 2.2 GHz. So yes, the Snapdragon 810 inside the OnePlus 2 is underclocked, so because of which the heating issue is surely solved. But as there is metal at the side, so as you can see, this is the metal at the sides. Metal being a good conductor of heat, even if the device gets a little bit warm, the metal gets really hot. And I measured the temperature with the temperature gun, and the temperature is same as the back panel, but being the good conductor of heat, it feels a little bit of warm. And if you game on the device for 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour, then it might become little bit uncomfortable. So this is how I ended up using cases for the OnePlus 2, but I did not want to lose the looks of the phone because the metals look classy, and if I start hiding such an amazing back panel, then so I use transparent case for the OnePlus 2. I have already made review of few cases for the OnePlus 2, which I'll give link of in the description box below, so do check that out. And as I said earlier, that OnePlus is providing software updates very quick, and I got one major update. So prior to that update, the phone was getting warm, like too much warmth in my opinion. But after the software update, the phone is not getting that warm, so that's a good thing. But still, as I said, OnePlus cannot do anything about the metal at the sides, as it is hardware component, and I don't think so that it can be fixed with a software update. And the mysterious thing about the OnePlus 2 is that all the international users other than India are not complaining about the heating issue that much, but only the Indian users like who have A2003 model are complaining about the heating issue. So it might be because of the environment that we have in India. It might be a little hot, and you might be having a little cold over there, so that's why heating issue is more prominent in India and not that prominent outside India maybe. So now let's talk about the display on the phone. Huge thanks to OnePlus for sticking to 1080p and not going for 2K display, as it might have affected the battery life. The 1080p display on the OnePlus 2 is very sharp. The colors are produced accurately, and yeah, the display is fantastic. View angles are very good. Outdoor visibility is also very good with full brightness. So even if you use your phone in direct sunlight at full brightness, the display is completely visible. No issues with that. And one more thing that I liked about the display on the OnePlus 2 is that The lowest brightness that is possible is also very good. So as you can see, if I just turn the brightness to the lowest possible level, it is not that visible in, so as you can see, it is not visible in daylight, but as we use our phone at nights, this lowest brightness is very helpful, because late night usage becomes very easy with that. But as I said, so many good things about the display on the OnePlus 2. OnePlus needs to work a lot, like a lot on the auto brightness thing, as auto brightness is just crazy and it does not do, it just does random things, it does whatever it wants. So auto brightness is not at all useful as of now, but that is a pure software issue which can be fixed with a software update, and I don't know why they didn't fix it yet. So now let's talk about the call quality on the phone. As this is a phone, we use it to call. So call quality is very good, no issues whatsoever. I tried both the SIM slots, both the SIM slots were very good. Signal reception was very good. Wi-Fi reception was surprisingly good for me. And if you just look at the size of the OnePlus 2, it's not that huge and it's smaller as compared to OnePlus 1. And if you have used any other 5.5 inches phone, then OnePlus 2 is pretty good, and you can talk on the phone like this, and it's not like very huge, so because of which you won't be able to talk, and it's very comfortable to hold. Somehow I forgot to mention that it's not too big or too small according to me. It's just perfect for a 5.5 inch display phone, as it fits completely in the hand. And there is a fingerprint sensor that is present for the OnePlus 2, and at 25,000, I guess OnePlus 2 is the only phone which is being sold in India right now which has a fingerprint sensor, and the fingerprint sensor works very fine, no issues. Like 90% of the times the fingerprint sensor registers my finger correctly without any issues. But there is some grounding issue with the home button also. Like it happened to me multiple times that even if you try to press the home button, it does not go to your home screen, it just stays where it is, and that's because of the grounding issue. So as you can see in the video right now, the home button is not working. So now let's shift our gears to battery life on the OnePlus 2. And OnePlus 1 had amazing battery life. Like almost 90% of OnePlus 1 users used to get 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours of screen on time, and that is crazy good. And I may not be able to say the same about the OnePlus 2. I always got around 4 hours of screen on time. I never reached 5 hours of screen on time with the OnePlus 2. So I'll give 8 out of 10 for the battery life on the OnePlus 2. As the battery life on the OnePlus 2 is like okay to good, it's not very good. So that's why 8 out of 10 for the battery life. So now let's talk about the camera on the phone, and there is a 13 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front facing shooter. Both the cameras capture very good photos with ample amount of detail. Dynamic range with the rear facing camera is also very good. Focus is also very good with the laser autofocus. Yeah, the laser autofocus. So as you can see on the screen right now, the laser is over there. So yeah, this is how the laser autofocus works. And just take a look at some of the sample pictures taken with the OnePlus 2. Low light performance with the rear facing camera is very good, and I was surprised with the low light performance of the rear facing camera, but the front facing camera struggles a lot under low light. So yeah, the low light performance with the front facing camera is not that good. So now let's talk about the video recording quality on the OnePlus 2, and I did 4 to 5 YouTube videos, like my main videos with the OnePlus 2 with the microphone on the OnePlus 2. I did not use anything other than OnePlus 2. And I'll give the link of those videos in the description box below, so you can check out the detailed quality in those videos. But I will say that I was not that happy with the OnePlus 2's video recording performance. As you know, the OnePlus 2 is a flagship killer, but the video recording quality is not a flagship killer, so don't expect much from that. But it's not bad also. So yeah, for the video recording quality, I'll give 7 out of 10. So let's talk about the sound quality on the OnePlus 2. The bottom mounted speaker sounds very good, and it became louder after the software update that I got, the major software update, which I'm mentioning so many times, but it produces pretty good sound. Don't expect too much from the speaker. And to get a very good sound quality on the OnePlus 2, OnePlus has provided max audio, which according to me is not that well with the headphones. Like I tried multiple earphones and headphones, but with some songs, disabling the max audio gave a better output than enabling the max audio. But for some songs, the enabling max audio gave better output. So yeah, I'm quite confused about the max audio on the OnePlus 2. But with the max audio on the OnePlus 1, the sound quality became really amazing. But yeah, software update can fix that. But as of now, the earphone quality is not a flagship killer quality yet. It's very good for 25,000 rupees phone, but not a flagship killer yet. Now I'm going to talk about one of the parts which most of the reviews do not talk, and that is the XDA development for the OnePlus 2. And I personally believe that OnePlus 1 was a very huge success because of the XDA development also. As after a year or 1.5 years, we do not like the stock experience of the phone again and again. So we try to root it or flash custom ROMs, and many people just do it as they get the phone, like me. And I can surely say that OnePlus 1 is one of the phones on XDA that has a very large community and very large community of developers too. And I hope that the suit follows with the OnePlus 2 also. And there were few ROMs for the OnePlus 2 immediately after it was launched. So it seems like the OnePlus 2 will also get a very good development. And the only reason that I can think of for a developer to ditch OnePlus 2 is the invite system. Because getting an invite is like, I don't want to talk about that because it's very tough, and people are selling the OnePlus 2 invite, and I don't get the point of selling the OnePlus 2 invite. And OnePlus, we are supposed to get the invite for free, but instead of that, people are selling the OnePlus 2 invite, and that's really bad, and you should work on that and do something else. I might prefer flash sales as compared to the invite system, because at least the genuine buyers will try to buy over there, and if they fail over there, then they can say that it was our mistake. But not getting an invite is like completely out of our hands, and even if you are higher on the reservation list, yeah, it doesn't work sometimes. So I don't know about that. And now let's talk about the first time implementation in any type of Android device, and that is the notification slider that we have. And the notification slider is a good addition. I personally used it, I used it, and it is a very good time pass also. Like, you can just move it up, move it down, move it up, move it down, move it up, move it down, and you can just play around with it. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. And the most important question is that should you buy the OnePlus 2? Then I can surely say that yes, for a 25,000 rupees phone, OnePlus 2 is very good. But it's overhyped. Like OnePlus has portrayed it as it will have the best this, best that, everything is best in OnePlus 2. That might not be the case. Like, the video recording quality is not the best, or the earphones quality is not at its best. So do not expect it to be a really good flagship killer. But at 25,000, you cannot get a better device than OnePlus 2. So that is why I am suggesting it, and not because it is a flagship killer. And I hope that this video helped you, and if this video helped you, then don't forget to hit the like button, and let's see if we can reach 200 likes on this video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because many more awesome videos on the OnePlus 2 are going to come real soon on the channel, because yeah, I am going to support the OnePlus 2 on my YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you for watching.